Hi, I am Elephant. The anime I am going to recap today is Farming Life in Another World, Part 3. As I mentioned before, Hiraka built a farm with the omnipotent farming tool given by the god, and more beauties joined his farm. Now his harem is growing larger, with more and more members joining. The existing houses are too small to live in. Hiraka works with others to build a super large villa, where everyone has their own room. The strangest thing is that there are also rooms specially prepared for the elves to reproduce. One day, Hiraka has a new idea, and he intends to make his favorite ingredient, curry. He has already planted special spices for curry in advance, and because of the use of the omnipotent farming tool, plants that cannot grow in snowy areas can still grow successfully. Hiraka introduces Tia and Rue to the main components of curry. Cumin seeds are the main source of the smell, turmeric is the main component of its color, and coriander seeds and coriander are also essential seasonings. At this time, the demon wolves curiously smell the smell of coriander, only to be assailed by it, and they flees immediately. Seeing this, Tia and Rue immediately become interested. When Hiraka collects the ingredients needed to make the curry, Tia and Rue disappear. Someone says that they went to study coriander and intend to make a potion to drive away demons. However, there are also elven beauties who help Hiraka, and during cooking, the smell of curry attracts many beauties nearby. Next, Hiraka plans to prepare a staple food, which is naan, a special food made from flour. This is his favorite thing to eat when eating curry. After a short while, naan and the curry are cooked. Hiraka invites all the girls here to taste the food together, but the naan and the curry look so terrible that the girls hesitate. At the strong request of Hiraka, Rue takes the first bite and is instantly fascinated by this special food. The other girls begin to taste it, and they are all conquered by this rare delicious food. Soon, the curry is eaten by the group of girls. Hiraka feels a pity that he didn't eat much, but thinking that everyone enjoys the food he made, he is very satisfied. Time flies quickly, and winter is coming. Hiraka begins to prepare supplies for the winter, and the spider makes quilts, while Rue and Tia cast magic to make meat for easy storage. Hiraka does not know how to cast magic, so he can only create a simple refrigerator for storing vegetables with his knowledge of agriculture. At night, he complains to Rue that every time he saw Rue and the others casting magic, he always thinks how good it would be if he could also cast magic, and he feels that everyone is very good, except for himself who can only farm and cook. Unexpectedly, Rue says that in her heart, Hiraka is the best of them who can build a home that makes people feel at ease in a short time, and no one can do it in this chaotic world. Under Rue's comfort, Hiraka feels finally less disappointed. Soon, winter has arrived. Unlike the past when there was only one person to spend the winter, this time Hiraka is accompanied by a group of beauties. To keep life less boring, Hiraka uses the omnipotent farming tool to make some board games, including reversi, chess, and even mahjong. Surprisingly, the demon wolves can quickly master the rules and become a master of chess. Even learning mahjong quickly, Hiraka is totally no match for them, and it seems that the demon wolves are really smart. In this way, Hiraka and the girls have a very pleasant winter. As the snow fades, spring comes, and the spider sounds the alarm. A giant wyvern appears over Hiraka's farm. Before Hiraka can react, wyvern spits out a fireball. Tia and Rue team up to cast a barrier to resist it, and the flames set some fields of the farm on fire. Wyvern is a high-level monster, and Tia and Rue are not sure to defeat it. If they fail, the farm built with Hiraka's effort will be completely destroyed. Hiraka is very anxious. He just wants to protect his farm and his new friends. The next moment, he actually has an extra spear in his hand, which is made from the omnipotent tool along with his strong willpower. Hiraka feels full of power and throws the spear directly at the wyvern. The spear pierces its defense and its wings, and Hiraka attacks again, directly piercing its body. Tia and Rue are shocked by Hiraka's strength, who defeats the high-level monster in this world with just 2 attacks. They find the body of the wyvern, which they guess must have just accidentally passed by their farm, much to the relief of Hiraka. Looking at the body of the wyvern, Hiraka asks, "Can we eat it?" Soon after, Hiraka turns the meat of the wyvern into various food. In this world, the meat of the wyvern is a precious food, and it is rumored that some kings can't try it even with all the resources of the whole country. Rue asks Tia while tasting the wyvern's meat if she can block the attack of Hiraka's spear, and Tia quickly says that it is impossible because Hiraka's attack is beyond her ability to resist. The 4 great generals of the demonic kingdom have the same idea as Tia. The news of Hiraka's defeat of the wyvern not long ago has spread throughout this world, and after evaluating Hiraka's strength, the 4 generals find that they are completely no match for him. Right now they are feeling troubled by this strong man who suddenly appears. At this moment, Hirako looks at the grapes on the farm and comes up with a good idea, which is to make delicious wine. Soon, he prepares containers and various tools for making wine. Now the most important part is to step on the grapes with their feet. Tia and several elven beauties step on the grapes in a barrel under the command of Hirako, and Tia accidentally falls and sits on top of the grapes, which gives the wine some more special flavor. After some hard work, they gain many barrels of grape juice, and they will gain real wine after the juice ferments. Early the next morning, the spider sounds the alarm. Hirako finds a girl, and Rue is surprised to see the girl. It turns out that the girl is Flora, Rue's sister, and she heard that the angel Tia had set her eyes on Rue, so she chases her here. Under Rue's explanation, Flora learns that Hirako is the master of Rue, and not long ago, Hirako defeated a wyvern. Flora immediately admires Hirako. Knowing that Flora is Rue's sister, Hirako warmly invites her to stay, and also treats her to very precious wyvern meat and some delicious food. Flora is conquered by the food, and she decides to return home once in order to settle here for a long time. A month later, Flora arrives at the farm with some maids and 2 cows. Hirako is very happy that now he can have milk, with which he can make many milk-related cuisines. Tia sees Flora bringing such a group of servants, and thinks that there are already many members of the other races on the farm. While she is the only one angel, she immediately proposes to Hirako that she will go out. Soon after, Tia returns to the farm with her people, including angels who specialize in patrolling and lizard men who take manual jobs. On top of that, Tia brings some hens, which means they can gain eggs. As many new members join them, the farm grows larger. Now the farm is more like a village, so Hirako gathers some of the core members, hoping to give the village a name. Prompted by the spider, Hirako gains inspiration from the tree in the middle of the village. At night, Hirako announces that their village is officially named Great Tree Village, and to commemorate the night, Hirako brings out the wine that has been made not long ago. To the cheers, Hirako becomes the head of Great Tree Village. This evening, everyone has a lot of fun and shows their passion for this special night. Hirako is determined that he must protect the villagers in front of him. As time passes by, everyone gradually adapts to their work. One day, the angel in charge of patrolling reports that Beezle, the messenger of the demonic kingdom, has arrived. Beezle comes up with the gift he has prepared, saying that he has come to deliver a message to the Lord here on behalf of the Lord of the Demon King, and he wants to talk to the Lord about the ownership of the land. Hirako immediately remembers that Rue said that their farm was actually within the Demon King's territory. Hirako guesses that the Demon King might be trying to ask him to pay taxes, so he immediately offers to hand over 10% of the farm's harvest as a tax if the Demon King will let him live here. Beezle is a little surprised to hear Hirako's words, but he quickly agrees. Subsequently, the two signs a contract. After Beezle leaves, everyone in the village is very happy, and they praise Hirako for his decision. In the past, the others needed to pay 50% to 60% of the harvest as a tax, and they only need to pay 10% of the harvest in exchange for the protection of the demonic kingdom. Besides, the gift from Beezle is a very precious panacea, which can heal many injuries. Unlike the people having fun in the Great Tree Village, Beezle is a little panicked. It turns out that after learning that Hirako could easily defeat the wyvern, they had planned to give the land to Hirako. When he saw the vampire princess and the most powerful angel in the village, as well as the high-level elves and the hell demon wolves, he became more certain of his ideas. Unexpectedly, Hirako offered to pay taxes and submit to the Demon King. Beezle does not dare to disobey Hirako's words and can only agree to his request. Fortunately, Hirako was friendly and gave him some specialties before leaving. At this time, Beezle discovers that the cloth used to package the specialty is made of the silk of the demon spider, and legend has it that this demon spider is as powerful as the Demon King. Now the people in the demonic kingdom become more and more afraid of Hirako. At this moment, there are new visitors in the Great Tree Village, a blue dragon and his servants who live in the lair south of the village, and they also saw Hirako defeat the wyvern before, so they come to show their favor. They specially prepare a sword as a greeting gift. The blue dragon transforms into a human form and salutes Hirako. His name is Drime, and he is from the dragon clan. Hearing that Drime is his neighbor, Hirako prepares delicious wine to entertain Drime. Drime is conquered by the wine, which contains the body smell of beauties of all races. After talking to each other, they become good friends, and Hirako gives Drime many apples before he leaves. Soon after, a group of beast men comes to the village. They live on the mountain east of the village, and they come this time to form a good relationship with the village. Because this group of beast men does not know about etiquette, they do not bring a greeting gift when they arrive, and they were almost treated as enemies by the villagers of the Great Tree Village. Fortunately, Hirako doesn't care about this, and the group of guests enjoys delicious food under his arrangement. After eating and drinking enough, the beast men say the reason for this visit. It turns out that they live by trading with nearby human villages and the supplies they gained by hunting and mining. However, because of some disputes, their trade is now at a standstill. Recently, the demonic kingdom announces the location of their new territory, the Great Tree Village. This group of beastmen intends to befriend the village and become its new trading partners. The beastmen can provide many items and materials made of ore, which are needed by the Great Tree Village, and it just so happens that the beastmen lack food. So the two villages reach a trade agreement, and the Great Tree Village exchanges food for these materials. Not long after, the day of the first trading comes, and Hiraku intends to go to trade himself, but is stopped by Ru, who says that the leader will easily be in danger if he rushes to the territory of the others, so they draw lots, and in the end, it is Tia who delivers the goods. Drime has always come for drinks since he drank delicious wines. When he hears that the Great Tree Village needs to deliver goods to other villages, he immediately offers to help deliver the goods himself. It originally needed 10 days to arrive at the beastman's territory, and with Drime's help, the goods are delivered in less than a day. Soon, Tia completes the trade and returns to the village. Hiraku's crops are so popular that they are quickly sold out. Meanwhile, the beastmen propose to arrange for 20 beastmen to settle in the Great Tree Village, all of whom are said to be female. Hiraku thinks about the fact that his village is indeed short of manpower, but he feels that there are too many females in the village, so he puts forward an additional condition, which is that several young males should also be arranged to move into the village. Later, the beastmen send a group of cute and sexy beautiful beast girls, and they do send some males according to the condition, but these males are actually very young. Hiraku feels troubled, but the beautiful elven girls are very excited, thinking that in another 5 to 10 years, these little boys will grow into adults, so that the elves might be able to reproduce. That brings the end of this part. As Hiraku's village grows larger and larger, he might become the most powerful in this world. Now Hiraku has attracted the angel, the vampires, the beastmen, and the elves to come to his village, and I wonder which race will come to his village next. Comment below to share your idea. Well, today's video ends here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.